Look how cute I am. All right, here we go. All right, so we're live right now. Jason Joshua of the Beholders, also the head honcho on Mango Hill. If you guys want to watch the stream, there's a link in the bio. You can go to YouTube, Mixcloud, Twitter. You guys can watch it there. If you guys have any questions or anything like that, you want to drop in the comments, definitely drop them, and we could probably definitely get to those. And the chat's open. So, all right. So, Jason Joshua, man, I want to start off with saying this. First off, I mean, like I kind of mentioned to you, like I haven't been a fan for a very long time. I heard Rose Gold a while back, but I, recently bought the album, limited edition on top of that, just to support and just getting into the music. But one thing I could say, it's kind of got like this war sound, Joe Bataan type sound. Your vocals are completely different, but it's just like, man, it just fucking hits. So I just want to, welcome you here and let's talk about, just kind of these influences that you have on this music, man. It's fucking badass.
Well, thanks, man. I appreciate that. War. I mean, who doesn't like war? Not real war, but the band War is tight. Um, Definitely huge inspiration. Especially being from Miami. We have a lowrider culture, but now we carry more through like donks and shit like that, and more like high riders. Bigger the rims, the higher the vehicle, the more you're cruising. You know what I'm saying? You guys are low and slow, and we're like raise it up, raise it up. We're like 30-inch rims. Fuck it. Let's detail the side of the car so it could turn. you know. But yeah, that's the difference between Miami and like the West Coast. But War is definitely a huge influence on me, and people always say it, man. It's always like always on the YouTube. I always, by the way, I read all the YouTube stuff, and people are like, yeah, this battle sounds like Joe Batan. It's like, yeah, to an extent, we it's the same style, and I've been really blessed to meet Joe Batan on the gram. And he's like, yo, I dig your music, and that's super dope. And my style is definitely derived from like that New York soul, that East Coast, that like Boricua shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm Puerto Rican, and it's just in me to be that way. You know what I'm saying? And being Puerto Rican and being embraced by the Chicano soul community is super fucking honored and honoring, and it's super fucking sweet, and I'm truly blessed, and to be influenced by Joe Batan, War. I mean, to me, my personal favorites is Billy Stewart. I'm also shaped like Billy Stewart. Kidding, but I'm not. Ralphie Pagang is another one that's like huge. Hector Lavoe, Willie Calong, Milo. A lot of cats that speak Spanish, man, and not just Puerto Rican cats, but like, Renee was huge for me. The Royal Jesters are fucking huge for me. Sonny Ozuna is like another fucking master to me. And before I was singing, I was collecting these records, so it's kind of cool that everything has been able to link in together. But those are my influences, and of course, classics like Al Green, James Brown. Like, obviously, you know. And I'm not gonna sit here and be like some crazy collector and be like, "Yo, Rosie and the Originals." That's not my steez, but I do fuck with that stuff. You know what I'm saying? And I've been listening to it for a very long time, so it's super cool to be part of this little community of people. And I appreciate you buying my records, man. Shit,
Oh
thank you.
yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, it just hits, man. Like that whole album just hits, and just everything that you're doing as well is hitting. Like it's kind of crazy. You've been in the business for a long period of time. I think you mentioned in one live that you've been doing it for over 20 years, or I know
Yeah,
you're with one band for like 13 years, and that's a
yeah.
long time. And so, when you're in a band or in the music industry that long, what is it like now? I mean, you're hitting now. but what is it like to go through that journey? What were some of, like, let's maybe start with, maybe what are some of the lows and and now obviously what are some of the highs?
I mean, when you do it for so long, I mean, the first thing you want to do when you do it for so long is not do it anymore because you're like, well, I'm not good, so it's not going to happen. You know what I'm saying? That's
Yeah.
usually the first thing. And that's what ended up happening with the band is that the band was like, so basically, I was going through this identity crisis with this band. And like, even and I'll show you the progression of that because it progressed from like the band I was in to Jason Joshua and the Beholders to like now I'm just doing shit as Jason Joshua, you know what I'm saying? But you know, I've always been scared to be like part of like just having the band name Jason Joshua, you know what I'm saying? Like I've always wanted my thing to be like just hidden, you know. I wanted to be hidden. I want to be part of the band. But then like with my band, I was writing all the music, I was booking all the tours, I was designing everything, I was producing everything, I was manufacturing everything, I was manufacturing the deals, doing all this shit. Though it takes a lot of work to be a band member and say yes and commit all that time and stuff, but it was still ultimately me doing all this stuff. So you know, once we had gone like done like I think our like third or fourth tour as a band, I think we were tired. We were done and there was no money and we went to Austin, played as official like South by Southwest with the free stuff they give you. You get to hang out in the amphitheater, all that free garbage that doesn't matter. And there was no fucking money. There was no money at all. Like they wanted to use our equipment for the events that they were doing. We had events for Spin Magazine, OK Player, for Red Bull. These are all $1 million companies, and they couldn't even provide a backline. And they're like, "Yeah, we'll just use the opening band's backline, which was us." And you know, because they knew we were playing other gigs, and like they tried to abuse and stuff like that. So coming back from that, that was our lowest, and that's when I was like, "Okay, I know we're not going to recover as this, and if these guys, you know, they're gonna want to sit down and talk to me, and I know they're gonna quit," which they ended up all quitting,
Mm,
except for the bass player. And you know, I told the bass player, I was like, "Look, man, let's take a couple months off. Let's just hang out every Tuesday, and let's just talk about the future, man." And I was like, "Yo," because he was always like the bass player was like, "Oh, we just got to add new members in the band and forget it, you know, and let's just keep going." But to me, in my head, I'm like, "Let's just bury this band already, dude. You know, this band has done so much work, and we did so much shit. Like, I was like, yo, I was over this stuff, so I was ready to go." And you know, I wanted to do something different, man. And I kept telling him. So for a little bit, we started playing with new members, same band name, and I was just like, look, this isn't working for me.
mm,
And so we ended up in mid recording process. I was like, look, man, these songs are not this band song, man. I wrote these songs. I played most of the instruments on this shit. This shit is my shit. And those were the lowest. I think the lowest point is working together with a band and trying to make it work, and sometimes trying to make them see your vision. You know what I'm saying? Because when you play in a band, maybe the dude wants to play a guitar solo on, like, you know, like if you notice all the songs that I have, there's only like one good. There's an organ solo on the record, just one.
yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
and but like, you know, like in all of my other band records, in the other records that I did with the band, every fucking song had a fucking, whether it was a saxophone solo or organ solo or both or two saxophone solos. Like it was a lot. Jason, my mom and I really enjoyed meeting you, seeing you live. Let's groove together. Fantastic. Can't wait to see you again. Dude, thank you guys for coming out to that concert. It was amazing.
Yeah.
Um, and it was nice meeting you guys too. But yeah, that's to me is like the crazy shit, man. It's tough being in a band, man. You got to give it to bands like the Altons, bands like the Sinceres that, like, you know, really 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 are bands, you know. Bands like the Sacred Souls, which are young as fuck, you know, but they're still like, you know, they're holding it down together. It's tough, man. It's really tough to be in a fucking band, man. You know what I'm saying? And that's one thing I learned. And like, I'm blessed that I have a West Coast band, you know, and the West Coast band has fucking has Gabe Roth from Daptone Records playing
Yeah.
bass, which is super dope. But it's hard, man. It's super tough to keep a band. So salute to all the bands out there doing their shit, man. And make Duran Jones and the Indication. You could already see that shit. Those dudes are all superstars. They all deserve their own solo records and their own new records together. So it's tough being a band. So salute to all the fucking bands out there making that shit happen.
Yeah, it's definitely I almost think it's like an art, man, to see like a band like U2 that's been like doing it since the 80s, like damn, and they're still, coming out with music and still enjoy it and still doing answering the same freaking questions every interview. Like it's like I don't even want to
Well,
touch some of these bands that are like, been there, done
well,
that just because they've answered it.
luckily, when you get to a band like U2 or like the Stones or like
Dude.
Aerosmith or like it's just in them. They're like, oh, how do you feel? They're like, yeah, whatever, mate. Like it's like what they're already been through it. They've already been through it. They've been through those like late 70s where people were asking aggressive questions, like
Yeah.
being weird with them. Like they've already been through it. Like think about a cat like Paul McCartney. That dude,
Oh
what
my God.
asked for him? That dude's wife died of cancer. People thought he died at one point. Like they had issues. Like Michael Jackson owned all his music at one point in his life.
Yeah.
Imagine all the bullshit that guy's been through, and he's still like, "Hello, Mike."
Yeah, he's still positive. So now that you're kind of seeing, I mean, I'm pretty sure you're seeing like the everything that you're doing take off, and you're probably being noticed now. I'm sure just doing your thing. Do you enjoy it? Do you enjoy that attention that you're getting now?
I saw Joey's I saw Joey's interview. And I like Joey's interview because Joey's just like, nah, man, like I'd rather be the dude behind the behind scenes, which I am the dude behind the scenes. I'm the dude behind Joe too, man. Like we put out
Yeah,
Joe's record too. You know what I'm saying? But no, man. I'm like at that age where like I can separate the two. You know what I'm saying? I'm ready to like show you guys what I have and show you guys the real me, and still be able to run a business and put give brown people jobs and shit like that, and do cool shit like that. You know what I mean? To me, that's the most important thing, is that you got to separate the two. And though I do understand, like, yo, it's hard, man, because people want to ask you questions. People want to talk to you. They want to relate to you. They want to hold you. They want to touch you. They
yeah.
want to. They want to do all these things, And sometimes it's like, motherfucker, I woke up too. I woke up too, and guess what? I'm not having a good mental day. And we still got to do this shit. But I don't know, man. I don't take anything that's happened to me musically with a grain of salt. I take the haters with a grain of salt, which I barely have any. I don't even think I have any, but you know, um, I don't know. I take all the negativity with like a grain of salt, and take this moment to do music, and even this interview. I hold it dear to my heart, and I appreciate it, because you giving your time to do this with me is the most priceless thing, man. One thing that people need to understand is that you can't buy time back. So make sure that the time that you're using and that you're spending it is worth something. You know what I'm saying? So I
Yeah.
appreciate this, and I appreciate this moment, and the fact people are buying my records and dancing and having a good time, and now even taking off their shirts.
Yeah.
I watched the Escapers play recently. They've taken off their shirts now and swinging microphones, and I'm like, I'm not like, oh, that dude's biting me. I'm like, yo, I'm like tearing up, because
Yeah.
it feels nice, man, because I'm just like I said, man, I come from a poor neighborhood. I'm not like some good-looking Tom Cruise looking dude. I'm a regular ass I'm a regular ass Joe Schmo, man, singing and swinging mics and having a good time, So I'm enjoying this and appreciating this moment, you know what I'm saying? Because I 20 years in the game, and no,
Dude.
no, I literally pressed out my last band's record. It was like 1,000. We pressed out 1,000, and I sold only 200. I had 800 until I dropped Rose Gold and was like, hey, dude, I was in this record and I did Rose Gold. that was the only way I sold those records, you know. So I know what it's like not to have anything, and I know what it's like to not have people not fucking with you. So I want to take the time to tell everyone that I do appreciate you guys, and I'll always answer your DMs to the best of my abilities and whatever. Just I will say this though, a lot of you guys got my phone number from Facebook. Yo, you can shoot me a call, man. Just don't call me at 2 a.m. You know what I'm saying? I'm
Yeah,
happily married, and I'll be asleep at that time. But feel free to shoot me a text. I don't care. I don't care about any of that stuff, man. I just care about, making good music, and the fact that you're reacting that way makes me feel good too. So it's all
hell
good.
yeah. Now you mentioned that you had some questions for me. I want to know what these questions are.
Yes, I do have a question.
Let's do it. I don't know.
Let's
I'm kind of nervous right now.
let's talk about your Prodigy, Rage Against the Machine, your Beavis and Butthead. You have Bjork. Are these all pivotal records that changed your life?
Definitely, man. Like, so Rage Against the Machine like changed my life. There was I had a job. This job was like the worst job ever. Like, well, it was actually a cool job. I worked in a at a pool, a local like a public pool,
Yeah.
as a locker room attendant. Okay, which was like the lowest of the lowest positions in the city. But anyways, this guy came in, and I was already like my cousin had given me like a 9-inch nails tape, so I was
Yeah.
already kind of like getting into that type of stuff. And this guy was like a pure rock guy, and he just knew all the bands. And he goes, "Bro, I'm gonna bring you this band because you kind of like I love hip hop." And he's like, "You're kind of like a hip hop guy, so I'm gonna bring you Rage Against the Machine." He brought like the VHS, dude. It just like blew my skull, right? So
Change your
after that, I just started collecting. And my dad was a rock guy. My dad's a big hippie, so I always grew up listening to classic rock. But Rage Against the Machine, number one. Bjork, I wasn't a big fan of Bjork, bro. It took me like almost like a year or two to get into her. But once I got into her and just kind of like studied what she was doing and creating her own music and
dude.
just,
She's
oh
a
my
master,
gosh.
man. She's a master, and
Yeah.
for anyone who's like an '80s baby and was raised in the '90s,
Yeah.
you know how important the album Post and Debut were, and
Yeah.
like how important her imagery and
Yeah.
lyrics. This girl had been dropping jazz records at 12 years old, so
Yeah.
like they're like she's a force of her own, and for anyone listening, you don't know who Bjork is. I recommend
Yeah.
looking her up. It's definitely not soul, or it's not soulful at all. It's a tone thing, man, and if you get into it, dope. If not, it's all good. But
Yeah.
Bjork is fucking cool.
And trust me, like the first time I heard Bjork, I downloaded, this is like LimeWire days. I downloaded like maybe 10 songs, right? I listened to him all the way down. I fucking chucked the CD out my freaking car. I was driving. I chucked it out the car because I'm like, this is crap. This is garbage. And
Oh man.
it took me like, and then I was like, dude, I seen like this special, like this VH1 special. It was like top 10 best singers of all time. And she was like number 5. I'm like, what? I'm like, they're crazy. And so I went to Tower Records. I bought her greatest hits. And even then, I listened to it like maybe like 10 times in a row, like 10 times. I still did not get it. And then I just like the 11th time, I was like, this shit is fucking genius. Like, this is like, holy shit. And ever since then, dude, I've just been a really huge fan. And like, she's just on another level. Like her visuals, her music,
I
she's
mean,
on a
dude,
whole another fucking
she
level.
she set the tone. She set the tone for a lot of women. Even Gwen Stefani. I know the Los Angeles area has a huge thing with Gwen Stefani, but
Yeah.
even some of Gwen Stefani's look comes from Bjork's fucking post record, and her debut
Yeah.
record. Those are the same colors, the same outfit, the Doc
Same
Martens,
shit.
all that stuff. So it's all very, very necessary, and it's all comes together, in the pop culture world. But yeah, I had to ask you about your background because you got Prodigy there, you got Otis Redding. So is that like your this is like your office? Is this like you got Deftones there too?
Yeah,
Um,
big Deftones fan. No, this is like I live in like a condo, and this is like where the kitchen like table would be. So this is just like a wall, and I have like posters all around, like Pink Floyd, Doors, Otis Redding.
Yeah.
I'm a big rock fan. Like I'm a huge rock fan. I love oldies. I grew up on oldies. Grew up on a lot of hip hop. My dad, like I said, my dad was a big influence on me as far as he was a big rock guy. He was bumping like Grand Funk and the Doors and all that stuff. So that's him. And so I'm mostly a rock fan, but the
That's
soul that you guys play are just so good. I'm just like on it too.
yeah.
Like, and
No,
we
I
and we
appreciate
play.
it.
Yeah, and I play like a lot of funk. Just I DJ, so I play a lot of funk, a lot of hip hop, a lot of oldies. So that's kind of what you'd hear like on our Mixler channel. So if you guys are watching, we have a Mixler channel that plays 24/7, oldies, funk, hip hop, just different stuff. So, but yeah, man, just a big fan of music, really, and that's another thing that I enjoy about you, man. Like there's you put on a show. Like when we see you, like you got the shirt off, you're walking around, you don't give a shit. Like it's kind of like a rock vibe, like that's like rock star-ish, where it's like, you know what, this is who I am. And I think that's what I enjoy about music and rock, and
Well,
this is who I am.
well, we've been fucking perceived to be that like big people shouldn't like go to the pool with their shirt off. Like, I don't know anything about that. If like I know that there's a big like fake facade going on that fat people should be ashamed. And by the way, I've gained weight. I was actually, I used to weigh about 180 pounds like 4 years ago. So I've gained weight. I'm a big dude, and so I know what it's like to be skinny too. But I'll tell you this though, being raised in Hialeah and being raised around just predominantly black and brown people, like, yo, I've never been ridiculed ever in my life. Like, people will be like, oh, you got titties or something, like, but I've never been like, oh, I'm gonna put a shirt on and jump in the water and stuff like that, like. So I've never had that, like, this thing. I'm glad that, like, yo, I'm giving people inspiration to kind of be free and take your shit off if you want to. You know what I'm saying? That's dope. I'm trying to hold my shirt on for at least a couple songs, but sometimes the vibe is so good. I'm just like, I just gotta take it off. And I
Yeah,
gotta rip that thing off. You know what I'm saying? But I come from North Miami Beach, and I was raised in Hialeah. And we never ever, like, and being an island boy, like, from Puerto Rico, like, we're not ashamed of who we are. This is just the way I am, and take it or
yeah.
fucking leave it, you know what I'm saying? I don't look like I don't know, I don't look like fucking Sylvester Stallone or whatever, dude, like,
I love it, man. I love that there's confidence like that, and I could see that you enjoy like just performing, and that's what it's about. Did you have any other questions for me at all, bro?
to wrap up, my wall questions to you would be your favorite Deftones and your favorite Bjork album.
Whew. Definitely around the fur for Deftones. That
Ooh,
would that album again, same time frame as I heard Rage, but that album, I remember this guy just playing it for me, and I just like fucking hey, like this is just so good. So yeah, definitely around the fur. For Bjork album, probably. Oh, I love her live albums. She has I would say Vespertine. Vespertine is probably my favorite, but if you're like a fan or trying to get into Bjork, it's probably the worst album to probably listen to because really
yeah,
slow, really melodic. But I think that's like for me like one of her most creative yet deepest albums. I know a lot of people say like Post because that's kind of like her more poppier album. So if you're trying to get
yeah,
into her, I'd say there. But for me, Vespertine just hits me a certain way, and like all her live stuff is there's like a series that she did with live albums.
yeah,
Oh, and that shit's just dope. Yeah.
yeah. No, Bjork is super dope. All right. Someone said you're an inspiration. Robert Hernandez says you're an inspiration to all the bands. Yo, thank you so much. I appreciate it, man. Um, just keep working at your shit, man. And if you have any cool music, you can email Mango Hill, man, and we'll always listen to your stuff and give brown people a chance to put out some cool shit. Um, I said we Trish brought us to you or something like that. I saw that. Can't see all the comments right now because it's all just it's piling up. But yeah, man, Trish is my person, my musical bud. She's super freaking cool. And oh, there you go. You guys are all fantastic. I discover you. Yeah, thanks to the Queen Trish Toledo. Yeah, Trish is my dude, man. That's yo. She is such a hard worker, and I fuck with Trish 1,000%. And anything that girl does is pure heart and pure soul, and she really, really, really does everything she does for her fans and her listeners, and that's the realest shit I can tell you, man. That's like we did Mango Hill last year, and we were all in jeopardy, man. We all lost everything. Me, Joe, and Trish, we lost everything, and we had nothing. And basically, we decided to fucking put out Trisha's record after she had sent it to a bunch of other labels that I shall not name, and they
Wow.
all turned her down, and your favorite labels all turned her down, and basically I was like, I don't know what the fuck they're thinking, but there's not gonna we're gonna put it out, and there's gonna be no blood on anyone's hands. It's gonna be we're gonna take care of the artist. She's gonna own her masters, and we're gonna take care of Trish. And since then, she's like cat. I mean, you guys saw the concert. She sold out 10,000 fucking people, and I don't know how many vehicle fucking concert. She, she's a force to be reckoned with, man. And dudes need to beware, man. Dudes need to respect and put some respect on her name, and understand how powerful Trish Toledo really is, man. She is a force of this nature, and definitely a huge influence on me and on this Chicano soul community. Um, yeah, man, love
Yeah.
Trish.
Um, with the artist like Trish in your hands, like is she now exclusively with Mango Hill, or is
Yeah.
she still kind of shopping around? Or
No, well, we the thing is, it's Mango Hill's a growing thing, man. It's all about growing the artists out, man. It's not about keeping anyone there, man. We're not death row. We don't want anyone there that don't want to be there. You know what I'm saying? Like what we do is like at Mango Hill, if you haven't noticed, like for Joey Quinones, JQ, we put out his one record, and then with his one record, he got a record deal with Coal Mine.
Mhm.
Just so people don't think that he was on Coal Mine before, and we just put out his record because we're some outlandish motherfuckers or something. No, man, he had no deal. But literally, when we put it out, that shit blew up so hard. He got locked in by Coal Mine, and we had secondhand sounds, the studio, and we created secondhand sounds, the secondhand sounds records. You know what I'm saying? We did the record label for it, and that's why these records. Let me see if I can find you a copy real quick. Hold on a second. Might have them right here. Hold on a second.
Yep. If you guys are on here, you guys can click the link and go to YouTube. We're on live. We have like some live video that you guys can comment on, and he can answer some questions.
So right here, and this is fresh from the batch from the pressing plants. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
But if you notice this record right here, you know, it's got a little dishware on it. It's all good. But you see this? It says secondhand sounds. You know what I'm saying? It's not Mango Hill. On the bottom it says Tiny, distributed by Mango Hill. But that's what we do, man. We do artist growth because ultimately Mango Hill is how I wanted to be treated when I got a record deal. You know what I'm saying? It's how I
Mm.
wanted to treat it when I wanted to book gigs and do things. So artist development is so huge with Mango Hill. So Trish has grown so much that now she has Demila Records, she has TK Shop, and she has TK Records, the rehearsal space. So
Mm.
we what we do is we make this giant tree with these dope ass artists, and then these branches are the Demila Records, the Secondhand Sound Records, and eventually she'll have her own artists and stuff like that. And that's how we usually do it. And eventually she'll have her own label where we don't have to need anybody to do things. Of course, if she's of course, if she like Universal offers her like a $20 million contract or whatever, yeah, we'll look after it. We'll look at it together, and because we're friends, not because of a business that I want to see her business or anything. I don't care about it. I don't care. I really don't fucking care if you get signed to a bigger label. None of us like everyone in Mango Hill is free to roam. They're here because they want to be. The Lakesiders are putting out records with us because they want to put out records with us. They have options to go anywhere, and they're here because we there's no blood on our hands. We own our like all the artists own their masters here. They own their own publishing.
Wow.
Um, and we don't we take a certain percent off digital and off sales and stuff like that. But most of all, the artists get paid up front for everything they do, man. So when people hit us up, they're like, "Where's my record? I paid for this to support this and support that." I was like, "You did support them. That pre-order just paid the whole artist what they're owed." So
Wow.
like we take care of our artists. So like Trish is she's growing out her branching her label and her studio and her record store. So and we're helping with that too, man. We're gonna help her buy records for her record store. We're gonna help out as much, man. Trish is my friend, and we have a great business relationship together, and she's just super cool, and honestly, she does her own shit. She's got her own marketing. She's got her own squad. She has a legion of fans that will fucking die for her,
Yeah.
and that's super fucking dope. And I fuck with Trish, man, and she's here because she wants to be, man, and
Mm.
she like I said, man. Look, I said this in an interview, man. If you want to really end Mango Hill, you want to end Mango Hill Records. All you have to do is pay the artist, let them own their masters, and let them own their publishing. All you got to do is treat them right, and dude, I'll be gone. We'll be gone. Because I don't own Mango Hill. Like we all own Mango Hill together. Trish owns Mango Hill. The Lakesiders do. Joey Quinones, like we all own it together. It's not just me. Like I started it, but it became its own thing. That now it's just like we're giving jobs to brown people, and the brown and black people, POC, man, and we're looking out for each other, and that's why we have the Let's Groove Together concert. Like those were mostly Mango Hill bands, on there.
Yeah.
So it was super fucking dope, man. All you have to do is take care of the artist because the music business has changed, man. And guys, there's a secret that we don't know about that I can tell you is that these labels think that they're doing you a fucking favor. It's not a favor. You're not doing me a fucking favor. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? It's a business. I give you good music, you put it out, and you pay me for it. And that's it, And if I wrote it, it is mine. You know what I'm saying? And if I wrote it and we recorded in your studio, then we negotiate. You know what I'm saying? But, you have to negotiate, man. If you're an artist and you're listening, negotiate your deals. Don't run away when you see a shitty deal. Counter back. It's better to get a lawyer or a homie that knows about records or
Yeah.
whatever, and just look out your shit. You know what I'm saying? But you got to be smart with your shit. And luckily, with Mango Hill, we've given a safe space for these artists that are fucking broken. That they come from big labels. Like we have artists that come from big labels that were fucking fucked over super hard,
Yeah.
and we've given them a second chance. Not even we just given each other chances to just grow together. So
Yeah.
you know it's tough,
Um,
man.
I do want to talk about like so let's just talk like a Trish, for example, or let's say the Lakesiders, for example, like do they bring music to you? They do it on their own. They bring it to you. And then you review it and say, "Hey, we want to press this." I mean, or how does that work?
I mean, we're friends. It took me like almost a year to develop friendships with Iskali and Nagali, and just to be homies, because like we known about each other through music. And when those fools dropped that Parachute, I was like, this is a rap, dude. This is a
Yeah.
rap for whoever the fuck is singing right now. It's a rap for everybody. And then they kind of like they stayed true to themselves, and they weren't ready, and they they didn't go on the internet crying and trying to expose anything. They took their shit, whatever it was, they took it, balled it up, and decided to come back a stronger, you know what I'm saying, at a later time, you know. And that's one thing I
Yeah.
fucking love and respect about them. But when our process with releasing records is like, yo, what's up? You want to cut a record? You know, and they're like, okay, cool. You know, so we cut a record and then we just put it out. You know what I'm saying? It's super simple. We don't, there's no real big thought process. If you need a studio to put your records out, of course we got all that stuff and we can work on financing all that shit and taking care of all that stuff. Everyone is taken care of, man, from the studio to the band members to the guy mixing the record, the guy this thing, it's all brown people and they're all taken care of, you know what I'm saying? So, and we're all in cahoots. We all want to fucking make cool records, man. And
Yeah.
that's the coolest shit about, all these Mango Hill records and secondhand sounds, is that we're just doing cool shit that we love, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and I like that. I like when I talked to Joey in his interview that everybody is in cahoots, and I think that's a huge thing because a lot of the bands that we kind of talked about, a lot of the bands that I grew up on, there was like pockets of different groups. There's pockets of different sounds, but usually those sounds kind of stayed together. Like you had like Bjork, Portishead,
Yeah.
Sneaker Pimps. They're kind of in that little genre, but they're all doing tours together or hanging out together or whatever it may be. So I like that you guys have something like that going on because it makes everybody stronger. You guys all together in the concert, by the way, like killer lineup from bottom to top. Like everyone killed it, right? It was a good turnout. So I enjoy all that music that you guys are doing, and I think it's a team effort, and I really like that about what's going on there. So.
Yeah, man. I mean, the concert was super dope, man. And you gotta, again, man, you gotta thank fucking Trish Toledo, man. Trish Toledo fucking came in there and she's like, let's bring Jason Joshua in there. And then homies called me and I was like, let's bring in the Escapers. Let's bring in Sacred Souls. Let's bring in my Penrose family. Let's bring in those
Yeah.
yesterdays. Let's fucking do this. Let's bring in the fucking Jack Moves, who it didn't work out, but
I
I tried
really
to.
want to see them. I was going to ask you if they played because I'm like, damn, did I miss them? But they didn't play then, huh? They didn't work
No,
out.
didn't work out, man. But hopefully
Man.
we can get them for the tour, man. I told them, man, I was like, the biggest saddest thing is not having them there, but either way, we made it happen, and
Yeah.
we were crunched for time anyway. You know what I'm saying? So it was cool. It was all right. It worked out, man. It worked out
Yeah.
fine. I miss my homies from New Jersey, man.
Yeah.
They're a fucking cool ass band, and they're one of my favorite bands to watch and play. And whenever they release stuff, they're just so fucking cool. They're just really, really fucking cool guys. Like when I
Yeah.
mean cool, like they're like, yeah, man, we don't. They're like, we don't even fuck with our own music. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm like, you guys are so fucking cool that you don't even fuck with your own shit, and it's dope. And
Yeah.
like they just put it out because they know it's good. And like they're super cool and they're laid back fucking dudes and they're awesome, man. Mad respect to the Jack Moves.
Yeah. And
Jason
like, yeah.
Jason, will you
Oh,
release another single soon? Those Paragon covers. Yes, dude. We have a J&J album coming out of just covers. It's coming. Joey's on coal mine, so we're trying to be respectful of the release. You know what I'm saying? We don't have to be, but we want to be because that's just we're brown and we're beautiful and we gotta fucking look after each other. So I'm trying to be respectful on the release date. But it's coming. We got a whole album coming of covers and shit. It's all coming.
I had one last question about the tour. So is this gonna happen? The tour?
I hope so. Shit, man. I just bought this 3-6 Mafia shirt, so I want to wear it. I want to wear it at the fucking show. No, but I want the concert to happen, man. I want the concert to happen. I think we all do. I think everyone's betting on it. The show is sold out. It was sold out, and we proved it, dude. We proved so much at that gig, man. We like shut
Yeah.
everyone down. We sold out a whole fucking field of tickets. We did it with a bunch of like independent artists, man. So we got the talent, man, and we definitely got the listeners there, and we thank you guys for being there for us and making this shit happen. So, we'll see, man. It looks like, Bobby D doesn't fuck around, man. I'll give you that, man. That dude is doing shit and he's making shit happen. And thanks to him and Snoop, um, yeah, thanks to him and Snoop, for putting us all together to do shit, man. And Snoop was looking for Itzcali a couple months back on the gram. He was looking for Itzcali from the Lakesiders, so that kind of put us all together, and that's what kind of like brainchild this fucking tour and stuff like that. And of course, bringing in Trish kind of just lassoed everything together and made shit happen, man. But yeah, I hope it happens, man. We're here, man. We have the dates locked in, so it's all on to the venues and to God pretty much. And for those listening, man, wear a mask, try to get vaccinated and shit. I know a lot of the fucking Hispanic culture and black culture, we're not about that life. I know.
Yeah.
I already know. I know because they don't fucking care about us. And that's why I try to tell people, man, like they should have offered that shit to the poor first, to the brown, to the black people first, so we can fucking feel orgulloso, feel something, man. Give us something first. Like, why do we gotta be in? Like, if you look in Florida, all the rich and wealthy are all fucking vaccinated.
Um,
31% of the Latin and Black community are vaccinated. 31%. It's
wow.
fucking horrible, man. So you know, of course, black people don't want to take it. Yeah, it's like, what? I want your sloppy seconds. No, we don't. We don't want your shit. We don't want your shit. But if you get vaccinated, man. You know what I'm saying? Look after your neighbors and shit like that, and just do right, man. Because eventually, these stupid concerts are not going to be able to happen until we're all fully vaccinated. So,
Yeah.
and if you're not vaccinated, you could be a threat, and you can get someone sick, and you get someone hurt, man. So at the end of the day, you know, just fucking get the fucking shot. It doesn't fucking hurt anyone. I got the shot. We all got the shot on fucking Penrose. We all got the shot. Most of us on Mango Hill got it.
Wow.
Um, so yeah, man.
Nice. Well, I want to wrap this up. Still have an interview to do. This is just again a pre-interview, everybody. So thank you everyone for tuning in. Interview will be out on May 3rd, 2021. So I definitely want to thank everybody again for tuning in. Thank you for Jason Joshua joining us here, and we will see you soon.
Peace.